Ohayo.
Ohio. Welcome to the So Japanese podcast, a podcast where we talk about all things Japan. We are your hosts. My name is John.
My name is Ryusuke.
Thank you for joining us today.
Arigato.
This episode is the first one we're recording since Ryusuke has come back from Japan.
Hi.
So again, thank you for, being patient with us.
Thank you so much.
With the one episode per week.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be back to normal. So Monday and Thursday.
Yes.
Today's episode, we're just going to have a conversation about what Ryusuke has noticed, what he observed, that how do I say this?
It changes in 5 years.
Okay, so the last time you were in Japan was 5 years ago.
5 years ago, yes.
So what has changed during these 5 years, the last time you've been back? How did it feel to be back?
Oh, I feel great.
Yeah.
Like 5 years, it was too long. But obviously there was COVID and, it wasn't right time to go back. So it just happened to be 5 years. But yeah, to see my family, my niece and nephews and friends, it feels like, I'm from here. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So how did it feel coming back to Toronto?
After that,
Yeah.
I think this was my first time. Actually, I missed Japan. Like, normally if I go back to Japan for like 3 weeks or like a month, I always felt like, I want to go back to Canada.
Like that's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But this time I think wasn't enough to catch up.
Okay.
It was 5 years, right?
It's tough, right? Like you go back, you don't have any work responsibilities, but you need to meet up with all your friends and family.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
if they're working, it's hard to find time, right?
Yeah.
So how much longer would you have liked to stay?
I'll say like at least minimum 1 week more
Okay.
to just catch up and then spend time with my family. Well, this time, like I spend time mostly with my family because, my parents getting old and things are changing. So like I need to talk with them. And then I had a great conversation with my sister about how we think for our parents, right?
Okay.
Yeah, because unfortunately I'm here, I abroad in Canada, and all my family is in Japan, so it's not easy for me to, if anything happened. So yeah, it's good to think about anything could be happen from now. So yeah.
How's your parents' business?
They're doing okay.
Okay.
But it's
Busy?
like busy.
Oh, nice.
But they're old too.
Okay.
Like, so it's hard.
Yeah.
It even hard to watch sometimes. And then
Really?
I kind of suggested my dad, like, maybe you should do this way and that. But like, 36 years of experience, on this small coffee shop by himself, by my parents, it's not easy to change.
Yeah, of course.
So I was like, I suggest you, but of course, like, I don't want to force you to do this. So, because for him, it's like, you don't know anything, right?
Yeah, and
even though
I've been doing this for so long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like, wow, I'm cooking too. I know better. I don't want to be like that. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So, off the top of your head, what things have changed that you noticed in the past 5 years?
What I noticed was there's one train from my area to downtown.
Okay.
It's not like really big train station, but it's very convenient to get there if you leave the area. But because of the train track goes to all the way on the like a ground level, that means like there's a bunch of, how to say, the
railroad crossings.
railroad crossing that causes the traffic, hard traffic. So I guess to to make better, they start making like a bridges for the track.
For the tracks, for the train.
For the train tracks. So
interesting.
It was on the like ground level, but now they just put everything up.
So it's like a sky train.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
It was still halfway, but I was like, wow, that's really good.
Like, what do you mean halfway? Like,
so like only half side they make up.
Oh, but it's not like up and down, up and down.
No. Like just, one is already up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was like, wow.
So it's kind of like Shinkansen, because Shinkansen is like above ground too.
I mean, it's still regular train.
Yeah.
But I think they want to make everything on top of the road.
Did you see that anywhere else when you went to? So
in
Japan, you went to Nagoya.
Yeah.
You went to
Osaka, Hyogo, and
you went to Kyoto.
Kyoto. I went to Shikoku, Kagawa.
So did you notice the trains were like that too?
Like the big city is already doing it. But because of my area is still a little bit of suburb, right? But I think now they need to do it to make it better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I was but they haven't changed the price
for the train tickets.
Yeah. So to me, it's like, what's going on TTC, Toronto?
Yeah. So being from Toronto, we talk shit about our transit system all the time because it's garbage and
they keep increasing price every year.
But it's crazy in Japan. Like, it's like inflation doesn't exist there.
Yeah.
So the prices were the same.
Price is the same, but always improving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the Japanese way. Anything else you notice in terms of like trains or transportation?
Yeah. At the station, like I was visiting my girlfriend family in Osaka. So we both carried like big luggage, and then before we go to her house, we're gonna see our friend. So like we don't want to carry the luggage anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So we were looking for the lockers, and then this bunch of lockers still exist in Japan.
Yeah, I think Japan is one of the rare countries now that still have luggage lockers, like huge lockers. Yeah.
I think because also people need it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people using trains for business trip and whatever, right?
And it's a safe country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but then I noticed that I wanted to pay. I mean, I want to put my luggage and I want to just be free. But then you have to have, it's called IC card.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not a credit card.
No. It's just like a lot of, I think every big city has them now for their transit system.
Yeah.
But it's just like a top-up card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Oyster card for London.
Exactly.
Yeah. Here is Presto.
Yeah.
But in Japan, you can use that for everything.
Yes.
You can even buy stuff in konbini. So then I noticed this locker, only you have to have the IC card.
So you couldn't pay with money.
Exactly.
Interesting. So did you have an IC card?
I didn't have it, but my girlfriend had it.
Okay.
So she was like, I'm going to top up and then I'm going to use this. But after that, I bought it one because it's so useful. And you needed it almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was big change for me because I never thought I need to buy a IC card.
Yeah, you're just old.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's normal.
Yeah, I think that's about it for transit system. But the other thing, now you have to have insurance for the bicycle.
To ride a bicycle?
To ride a bicycle. So I guess my mom also needs to get insurance for the bicycle. It's not that expensive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like bicycle.
Foot pedal. Bicycle. Yeah, foot pedal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know how much?
My friend said like $30 per year. So
okay, so
it doesn't really bad.
But it's I guess same for car insurance, accidents and
yes, because of I think Japan is still, I mean, a lot of people using bicycle.
Yeah.
But also they ride on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
There's no like bike lane.
Yes.
Or like I don't think they are allowed to ride bicycle on a car
road. Yeah.
road.
I don't think so too. Yeah.
So that means like there's more problems. Like I heard like a couple of times somebody died because of they crashed with the people, like
A bicycle.
and then old lady, like they just boom, then
So because you're not on the road, less bicycle and car accidents, but more bicycle and pedestrian.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
So they made it the law.
So what, you carry a card around you, or
I think
a sticker?
Yeah, I think sticker. Yeah,
Wow.
they give you sticker and then you have to have it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I saw like electric scooters, but so those scooters, I think in North America you don't have to have anything.
Yeah, I think if it's under
same
a
as a
certain
bicycle.
CC, yeah. You don't even have to wear a helmet. I don't think.
No. But in Japan, you have to have even the license plate for those electric scooters.
Okay.
And I asked my friend, like, so that means you need the license too.
Yeah.
Like your license,
Like
driver's
motorcycle
license.
license?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said, yeah, I think you need like for the moped license.
Oh, wow.
So it's not like everybody can use it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was so weird. Because,
Okay.
you know, when I went to LA like a couple years ago, there's a Uber, how to say, like Uber share electric scooter.
Yeah.
So
A
like
lot
you
of
can
cities
hop
have
in
that,
and then
yeah.
like just drop anywhere.
Yeah.
And obviously like it's
I think
free.
in LA it's called Bird or something.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but yeah, there's many different brands everywhere. But a lot of people don't like them in the cities that have them because it's like it looks messy.
Yeah, it looks messy.
Because people just drop them off everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I felt when
Yeah.
I saw in LA.
Yeah.
But in Japan, there's a service for that, but they made small like a parking spot for those.
And of course, everyone follows it. Yeah.
Everyone follows it.
Were they everywhere?
I only see in Osaka. I didn't see
Okay.
in Nagoya.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, this is so Japanese.
Yeah.
And then I saw like everybody just put it back there.
Of course.
There's nothing though. It's only line on the floor.
Yeah.
And then they keep put it back nicely.
Yeah.
And
That's Japanese way.
I already also sees the bicycle has to pay for the lock. You know what I mean? Like a bicycle parking spot.
Yeah. Really? You can't just park it?
No. That was also in Osaka. So
Okay.
I guess
Big cities
in a
probably
big
do that,
city.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Small city, no, but the big city,
Do you know how much the parking was?
I think it was like 100 yen. So it's like $1 or $2, but
Per hour?
something like that. So
Interesting.
I guess if you put anywhere, then they're just gonna take your bike.
Yeah,
So,
that's new.
yeah.
That's new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only big city. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing was cabs. I saw a lot of cabs. Looks like the London cab.
Oh, the black cabs.
Yeah.
Oh, so no more. What was it before? A Toyota
or like
Crown something. Yeah,
like regular like
taxi cab, the
taxi
Japanese taxi.
cab,
But
yeah.
they still
they
have
still
those
have
ones, yeah.
they still have.
Okay.
But I see like a lot of the black cab,
Interesting.
and then there's a bunch of colors too. Yeah.
Oh,
different
not just
colors.
black.
Yeah, not just
Because in
black.
Japan, taxis are black, right?
No. The company has different colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like for example, Nagoya, I think the biggest one is like white and green on top.
Okay.
Yeah, so it depends on the company.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that was to me, it's like, oh, that's cool. It's more spacious.
Yeah.
And in the car, like I was driving my dad's car all the time, but he has the dash cam. And I noticed that every single car has the dash cam.
Okay.
And it's just because there was a road rage these days
In Japan.
and
Interesting.
some people even get big problem, or like somebody trying to kill them. It's so weird because like you're normal people, but suddenly when you're driving car and then you start like chasing people and then like trying to stop and then like punching them.
Do you think it's like COVID related because, you know, the stress and the mental...
I was talking with my friend. I think it was already exists, but because of the dash cam actually to see more, right? So there's more evidence.
Yes.
Before it might happen, but
no one knows.
There's no camera. But now cameras everywhere. And then maybe people start like recording by the phone.
Yeah.
But there was too many, so people start scary.
Yeah.
Then everybody start put it dashboard camera.
Okay.
Yeah. So
interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, it's safe.
You should get one here.
I was gonna get, but
I think every time I've taken like a Uber or a Lyft, I think most of the time they have them.
They have it. Yeah. I think they have it for them, and just in case if there's crazy customers too.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. And the other thing, I saw a lot of funeral homes.
Funeral homes.
Yeah. I just noticed right away. I was like, because one spot used to be a convenience store.
Okay.
They just tear down everything and then they built the big funeral home. Yeah. And around my house, I think there was 3. And
so like, Japan's aging population problem.
Obviously. I think it's a good business now. Yeah. But
that's what they say though. They say funeral homes is always good business.
Yeah?
Yeah, like only thing certain in what's the saying? Like the only thing certain in life is death and taxes.
That's right.
So yeah.
Okay. Everybody dies. Anyway, so yeah, I was kind of like, that's not. I don't like to see that. Obviously, who wants to see like so many funeral homes around your house, right? You don't feel like happy to see them.
That's true.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, like this is obviously, it tells how Japanese population
is declining.
Decline. I mean, old people is more and more and more, right? Yeah. I want to see more like a new baby clinic or something like that. Yeah. Well, yeah. So that's why I guess I also a lot of foreigner workers and I would say like no normal spot, because like I used like when I was even living in Japan, I see foreigner people working in a convenience store. Mostly it's just convenience store. But this time I saw them like everywhere. Like even at the Narita airport for the PCR test. I mean the test.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it makes sense at airport because like
language.
All the Japanese staff, they don't speak English. But like half of the people are international.
Yes.
It's just hard to see how they communicate.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, at the airport, it makes sense. And then all those people who speak Japanese like fluent. So that I was like, we should be like this. Like Japan should be like this.
Yes.
We need more people.
Exactly, because Japan is like a very homogenous society, right? I remember like even back when I was living there, the only foreigners you would see would be English teachers. Right? Like I don't even remember convenience stores having foreigners, but few years ago when we went back before COVID, I noticed that the hotel staff were like Filipino or Nepalese. So already I'm like, okay, things are changing. I guess the population decline, right? Not enough people.
I stay one business hotel in Nagoya, like my city, because I was drinking with my friend and then there's no way I can go home that
Missed
night.
the train.
Yeah. And yeah, all the stuff, they are all like, I can tell by the name, right? The name tag.
Yeah.
And none of them are Japanese, but they speak fluent Japanese.
That's cool. That's good. Yeah.
No, we need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
I always wished for Japan to like open up and become more international, right?
Yeah. But also I heard like still the work, how to say, like the working environment is no good. So some people start working in Japan. They're happy to work in Japan, but then they notice that it's not fair.
How they are treated,
Yes,
compared to Japanese people, or just in general?
I think in general, because
Okay.
Japanese people mindset is already we have to do.
Yeah.
But for them, it's like you guys told us we work 8 to 5. Why we have to work after? Then you don't even pay. Unfortunately,
that's
Japanese
true.
people just say like, well, you have to do it.
That's true.
Because everybody does. But that mindset is already wrong.
And that's a super Japanese mindset,
Exactly.
right?
And it's wrong.
Foreigners wouldn't understand that as much, right?
Yeah.
I can see the appeal though, like developing people from developing countries, they want to make the yen, right?
It's a lot.
Yeah,
Right?
compared to the developing countries' currencies, right? But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I hope there's gonna be more foreigner people working everywhere. Why not? We need to keep up Japan.
And for sure, Japan makes them take Japanese tests.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
For work permit and stuff.
It's just make harder. Yeah. Anyway. And we were talking about this before, but no garbage bins. I don't see at all this time.
Okay.
I think that stop spreading COVID, because if there's a garbage bag, what you're gonna put, right? You never know.
Okay.
And then I think worker who needs to taking care of the garbage bin.
So because of COVID, there's even less.
I
garbage
really
bins.
don't see it. I
Really?
sometimes hold my garbage in my pocket, and
So even before, there wasn't that
There was-
many
yeah.
garbage bins. But
yeah,
even,
but this
wow,
time
okay.
really less.
How about the pet bottle bins outside beside the vending machines?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that was too. I had a like almost empty bottle. I want to throw away. I look at the vending machine. I thought there's a bin.
Yeah, because
and
there's
then-
always bins. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always ashtray and a bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, ashtray, even worse. You can't smoke anywhere, man.
Really? Because of
Really?
COVID or just because of
Just because of,
anti-smoking?
yeah, they
Okay.
really stop
Yeah.
like let people smoking outside.
How about the restaurants that you visited? Smoking inside?
One restaurant says we can smoke,
Okay.
but mostly no.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's changes too. And then obviously more buildings, more like tall,
Everything
high-
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I saw a lot of Uber Eats delivery people,
Okay.
because Japan, like Uber doesn't exist.
Like Uber,
Taxi.
as in like the taxi service.
Yeah, because
Okay.
there's a taxi organization.
Yeah.
It's in Japan, and then they're very strict
And powerful.
Yeah,
I think every city, the taxis try to fight it.
Yeah.
But most cities around the world, they lost.
they lost
So in Japan.
Exact.
Okay.
Yeah. So but Uber Eats exists, but I heard people use it, but they don't tip.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Japanese is not a tipping society,
Yeah.
right?
And I told them, like, Uber is actually like cab, and then they're like, Uber is for the food delivery, no? I was like, no,
so they
no.
don't even know.
They don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it was interesting for me too.
How about any like pop culture things did you notice changing?
Yeah. My dad
Yeah.
was suggesting me to watch Korean drama, which
Really?
I was kind of, wow, are you watching Korean drama?
Really?
Yeah,
The older generation,
exactly.
Even
I
less
understand,
Korean.
like my sister or like
younger people. Yeah.
and like maybe more female, but no,
Uh-huh.
Korean drama is like take over than Japanese dramas.
Really? I feel like anything Korean recently,
And it's good.
it's
I like it.
they're really popular.
Yeah.
well, K-pop, right? Dramas.
Yeah,
But I feel
K-pop.
like the older generation in Japan still they
I
still
feel like
have that,
they still keep the like old Japanese drama or whatever.
yeah.
But also because of I think now you can record like on a HDD or whatever there on a computer, right?
Okay.
So my dad just keep recording everything, and after work, we just keep watching them.
Interesting.
Yeah, and of course BTS for
course.
my friend's sister was just talking all day BTS. I'm like, yeah, I hear you.
That's pretty like that's because I feel like Japan and Korea, like the older generation, obviously, like they don't really agree with each other. But it's nice to see that.
Nice to see that. Like again, like please open mind.
Yeah,
Like, more like take more other stuff from other country. That's the only way Japan can survive. That's what I feel.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, they definitely need to change.
Yeah.
How about like fashion, clothing?
Oh yeah, fashion side. There was bunch of like the vintage clothing store.
Okay.
Which like 80. Well, I would say like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like any American jeans or
Yeah, they've always loved
exactly
American stuff. Yeah.
So I always loved it. I always wear that. Then I went to one clothing store, and then he's like a young guy, and he's like, yeah, you looks like a pop, like the on the scene. How to say like, and
Hip.
yeah.
Okay.
Basically, like this is the style people want to wear now.
Okay.
But I was like, I've been wearing this like since when I'm like 20.
Okay,
then I'm
okay.
38.
Yeah.
So like, I think 18 years after, it's just coming back.
The fashion comes back.
Yeah. And but only concern for them, it was like the size wise, it's a little bit old. That's what they told me.
Really?
Yeah, because like people love wearing like I would say like an oversize.
Okay.
Yeah, oversized one. Actually, this one too. Like I just bought it today.
Okay.
I mean, like in Japan, this is like oversized, but people wear it like this.
Okay.
I had another shirt too, but I forgot to wear. But yeah, basically like this, like loose overshirt, and then like baggy pants.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the style.
That's the style for guys.
Okay.
And for ladies, I think I could tell also like 90s fashion, like when I was like a student. A lot of young girls, they're wearing like that. Also, there was a bunch of like a hip hop kind of style.
Okay.
Like luxury hip hop
Okay.
was back.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was fun to watch for me, and then that's also why I bought a couple, because I love clothing, and I wanna feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good.
How about like food?
Food wise, I just noticed there was like so many bakeries.
Okay.
Bread. Yeah, I think Japanese people loves bread, I suppose. But
still like the traditional Japanese bakeries?
no. It's
Okay.
actually like, of course, there's a traditional one, but also like it's very like European style.
Okay.
They use like sourdough.
Also doing more sourdough now. Interesting.
So, and quality is fucking good.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Like even though some people say this bakery is no good,
It's still good.
Yeah.
What other trends?
The men's skincare
Okay.
product is now big.
Okay.
So like, well, my girlfriend keep telling me to taking care of my skin, especially my face, because like you're getting old. It's okay if you don't care about your wrinkled face. But I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Then there's like one section is all about like men's skincare. obviously like a lot of guys looks like more like, I would say like girls.
Okay.
But I also like couple times because I was wearing mask, they thought I'm a female.
Because you're long hair.
Yeah. And then they don't see my mustache and
Yeah.
So I feel like it's better just no gender.
Yeah, exactly.
I always get that. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I like that. Just no gender.
Yeah.
So it was good to see the skincare product. Yeah. And what else other thing?
What other food things did you
Food
notice?
things,
Like,
yeah. It wasn't, well, for the food, there's like so many products, they say like 0 sugar trend.
zero sugar, okay.
Yeah. So it says 糖質 zero. That
Okay.
means like no sugar.
Okay.
Anything like drinks, noodles, I'll say like instant, any food, 糖質 zero, 糖質 zero. And then
Okay.
my niece was telling me like 糖質 zero.
Okay.
I'm like, why? You're not fat.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm fat. I don't want to take any sugar.
Okay.
But then I have to tell her like, it's okay to not take sugar. That's right. But you have to be careful because sometimes those products, they put other thing.
Like artificial sweeteners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's no good for your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, I didn't know. Because like, I noticed like Japanese people get wrong information so easily.
So they get influenced by marketing really easily.
A lot of people watching TV and TV shows always telling you like, I mean, it's marketing, right? TV doesn't tell you any truths. So, and yeah, on the TV it says like, even commercial, like there's one chocolate advertised, it says, this is chocolate, but there's no sugar. So you don't feel guilty when you eat, but it's still sweet. So I'm like, oh, this is fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But Japan, they are rule followers, right? So
exactly. They love to be in.
they love listening and following.
Yeah.
It's a good country for marketers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And this is not just the food, but a bunch of products on a name. It says craft.
Craft.
Yeah.
Like artisanal, small batch craft.
Yeah. Craft.
Okay.
And then my friend asked me like, is craft is popular now?
Yeah.
Like trend now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I just came back in Japan. And I see a lot of craft. But because my friend, he doesn't know what is craft meaning.
Like craft beer.
Exactly. Yeah. He think craft is the product.
Like,
I don't know. Something like
okay.
maybe the phone is craft. Like,
It's like the brand name.
yeah.
Well, okay.
So he
How do they say it? Crafto?
Crafto.
Okay.
Yeah. So he asked me like, crafto is good or like popular or whatever, like stupid question. I'm like, what do you, crafto doesn't mean anything. Crafto is
So like
craft
you see it on packaging?
packaging. Yeah. I would say like half of the product says craft now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. Water,
guess
even
it's
water says craft.
Craft water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other food trends?
Any other food? I think that's it about food. I think that's it. I don't know. If I remember later, I just gotta squeeze in.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else did you note? How about gas prices?
Oh, the gas price. It was high. But I was watching Canadian news and Canadian gas is way more expensive than Japan.
Okay.
But I guess because Japanese government took the tax for the gas.
Okay.
Because otherwise, how you gonna survive, right? Yeah. So I think that's the good thing. I hope. Yeah. So I don't know. I think when I was driving car, it was okay. When I came back here, I was shocked.
Oh yeah, because since you've left, the gas prices have even gotten higher.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I forgot I want to say some about food. There was the trend, because Japanese has trend. It used to be roast beef. There's always like meat trend.
Okay.
So it was like roast beef trend was like a couple years ago.
Okay.
And right now it's hamburger.
Okay.
Which is the beef
patty,
but like Japanese version.
Patty.
Yeah. And rare hamburger.
Rare hamburger. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Japan, hamburger is like fully cooked.
Exactly.
Like there's no pink.
Yeah, but it's rare inside.
Okay.
And then I guess people loves rare. So for the pork cutlet, they also do like rare pork cutlet.
Like katsu.
Yeah, katsu.
Interesting.
But
rare
for
pork.
sure, the pork breed is good one. It's no like
Yeah. I feel like in Western countries, if you say rare pork, people are like, okay, you're gonna get sick, right?
Yeah.
But pork, you can actually eat rare if it's raised well, right?
Clean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess now Japanese trend is rare.
Okay, everything's rare.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like, they love sashimi.
Exactly. The Japanese don't like to cook the protein anyway.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then
you had chicken sashimi too, right? When you went back.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I post on my Instagram, and some of my friends are like shocked. They're like, are you okay to eat? And I was like, yeah, like this is the tender and this is the gizzard, and this is the liver. I was like, oh, guts.
That's true. Maybe like uncooked chicken guts that's pretty hardcore, right?
But to me, I think because they're all inside, it's more safe to eat. I don't know. That's what I feel. We don't eat rare chicken thigh or chicken breast.
Yes. No, chicken breast rare, no?
Well,
or
like
just the tender.
Tender.
Because it's inside.
Exactly. And tender, we still, we call yushimo, which is like we branched, 1-2 seconds.
Yes.
And then shock in ice water. So like you basically kill the bacteria from the outside.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I never get sick. Like if I see on the menu like chicken sashimi, I always order. So, but I never ever get sick. So, if you're brave enough to eat raw chicken, please try.
Yeah, it's fucking
it's
good.
Good.
Yeah. And it's with like soy and wasabi.
No, it's actually sesame oil and salt.
Okay.
And also they give you like a very dark, little bit sweet soy.
Okay.
And grated ginger or wasabi.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other things? What hasn't changed then?
What hasn't changed? The money, how to say, everything is cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Japan is always cash based. Yeah.
And obviously like bills are no change, it's still paper. Coins are still same. Yeah. And most of the people using cash or either the IC card. But
you mentioned like the train prices.
Yes.
So how about other prices? Food prices?
I went to McDonald's. I ordered the teriyaki burger meal, which I always buy 500 yen total. And then this time 550.
Okay, so it's still about the same price.
50 bucks.
50
yen, sorry. So 50 cents. Yeah, up. And yeah, it was like, I was like,
okay,
everything is so cheap.
Yeah.
Bento box from Konbini is like under 500 yen.
Still,
Ramen. Me and my girlfriend, last night, we went to eat ramen close to my house. 2 ramen, 1 dumpling, and then 1 side dish. Total 20 bucks.
Wow.
And we went to Shikoku, eat udon. 1 udon, 3 bucks.
Wow. So not, how about clothing?
Clothing, clothing is depends on the brand, but I always go cheap. But like Uniqlo is getting expensive to me, so like all those like international company, maybe they know how to do it.
Yeah, they increase the prices.
Yeah, so as Muji, yeah, but mostly food, and yeah, one of my childhood ramen restaurant from Nagoya, I went there, and the ramen was like $3.50.
Wow.
You get full.
Yeah. Wow.
So
I feel like ramen nowadays, like here, it's like $20 a bowl.
$20.
Yeah.
It's like a pasta.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If anything else comes to mind, we will record it in another podcast, right?
Yeah.
This brings us to our Japanglish segment.
Hi.
So today's Japanglish segment is a social media edition.
Wow.
And we have two words, and I guess Ryusuke learned about these recently.
Yes, in Japan.
When he went back.
Yeah.
So the first word is
Foroba,
which is Japanglish for
follow back.
Follow back.
Yeah.
Like on
Your
Instagram.
social. Exactly.
Follow me back.
Yes.
Follow
because
back.
I follow you.
Uh-huh.
When you gonna follow back?
Okay. So an example.
Did you follow me back on Instagram? And 俺のインスタフォローバしてくれた?
Nice. So again, the Japanese shortening and combining.
Yeah.
Foroba.
Follow back.
Follow back. Okay.
Follow back.
Next one, we have
既読する.
Kidoku suru.
Yeah.
Suru is the Japanese pronunciation for through.
Through. Yes.
So THROUGH.
It's not do. It's not する.
Suru. Okay, so it's
既読する.
through. Kidoku through. Through, suru, through in Japanglish is like to ignore.
Yes.
So I guess like to talk through you, or
It's more like they ignore me. So like, スルーされた.
okay, so if I'm talking to you, you're on your phone and I'm talking to you.
And then I did through you.
So you through me.
Yeah. Or I want to say something,
Yeah.
but you didn't point me.
So you put up your hand, you want to say something.
Exactly. And
but I
you see
ignored
me,
you.
but you ignore me. Then like, スルーされた.
Okay, so you got through'd.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so kidoku through means
Left on scene.
left on scene. So
WhatsApp.
messaging,
Yeah.
DMs.
You see like scene or like messenger scene.
I
But
see
you don't
your
reply.
message, but I don't reply.
Exactly.
Okay,
like
so,
I see you seen the message, but you didn't answer me.
so kidoku suru, left on scene. Example.
I felt ignored. He left me on scene. In Japanese, あいつに既読スルーされたわ.
Okay, so
既読スルーされたわ.
the youth are using these words.
Yeah. Everybody using. Yeah. The first one, follow by, was actually from my friend's daughter.
Okay.
She asked me like, フォローバーしてくれた? フォローバーしてくれた? I was like, what is フォローバー? I don't understand. What is フォローバー? And she goes like, follow back.
Follow back. Follow back, old man.
Exactly. I was like, sorry. And
All
yeah,
right.
既読スルー is always, like people always complain. I messaged this friend, but she or he just seen and didn't answer me or didn't tell me anything. And I was like, I think this system shouldn't exist. This caused more problem.
Right? The fact that the messenger shows that they seen it, right? Yeah,
exactly.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, so thank you for listening to today's
ありがとうございます。
I guess we're a little rusty. We haven't recorded in like a month.
Yeah, sorry, ごめんね。
Right. But again, thank you for listening. As usual, please rate, review, subscribe. Even on this episode, if you notice that we're a bit rusty and shitty, you can give us bad ratings.
That's okay too.
Yeah. So thank you for listening.
Thank you. ありがとう。いつもいつも。バイバイ。